Hey there, this is JC. Welcome to my channel. This video, we are going to talking about how to set up Airflow local environment with Docker Compose. Great requirement: Docker Engine and the Docker CLI and the Docker Compose. As I know, some developers, they like install Engine and CLI without the Docker Desktop UI. So if you are this guy, you have to install Docker Compose. I suppose you already installed since you like the CLI. If you are new, I highly suggest you to use Docker Desktop app. Here is a link. First link is you're going to go there and download the Docker and install it, no matter you are Linux, Windows, or the Mac OS. Second link here is to install the Docker Compose. Question here, what is Docker? Right. So Docker is an open source platform that enables developers to automatically to develop, scaling, and the management of the applications using containerization. Containers are lightweight, portable, and self-sufficiency unit that include everything needed to run a piece of the software, including the code, runtime libraries, and the system tools. Next, the benefits. Rather than say this is the benefits of the Airflow, it's better to say this is the benefits of the Docker or Docker Compose. There's no need to install the Python package. This is the benefits from the Airflow. If you watch my previous video, you are able to know we have to install the Python packages and the dependencies. Also, we have to run the commands to run up the Airflow, the web servers, and the scheduler. If we use then Docker Compose, we only need one simple command to run up all these services. And when you add more DAG file, if you want to have more DAG file, the Airflow UI, they're going to help you auto refresh, reload your file. Very simple. Second, simplified setup, configuration, maintenance, and update. So Docker Compose allows you to define and manage multiple container Docker applications. This simplifies the setup process as you can bring up all necessary Airflow components with a single command. By using Docker, you ensure that your development, testing, and production environment are consistent. This reduces it works on my machine, the problem, right? Updating Airflow and its components is very straightforward with Docker. You can update image and restore containers without worrying about dependency issues. If an update causes issues, you can quickly revert to a previous version by changing the image tag in the Docker Compose file. Isolation and the dependencies management. Docker containers has all dependencies and configurations required by the Airflow. Isolating it from other applications and the potential conflicts on your local machine. Scalability and resource management. Docker Compose makes it easier to scale your application. You can quickly add or remove workers' containers to handle a lower workload. Resource management. Container allowed us have the better resource management. So we can reduce the memory or upgrade CPUs. Okay. Enhanced development workflow. Running Airflow locally through Docker Compose is a very good idea for development and testing. You can easily modify configuration, restore services, and debug issues. All right. Portability. Docker image can be easily shared and deployed across different environments. For example, different developers' machine, sensitive pipelines, and cloud services. Integration with Lala 2. For the list couple minutes, you will see the Docker Compose. We added multiple servers in here. We also can add more, or we also can remove some. Okay, let's go to setup first. All right, so here is my repo. I will add this repo link to the video description. You will see there. First, this is my Docker. And go there and click about. I have the compose in here with this version. Before you move forward to watch a video, please make sure you have the Docker desktop installed or Docker Engine, Docker CI, and the Docker Compose installed. Okay. Then I'm going to, here is the Docker Compose provided by Apache Airflow. I'm going to copy it, paste in here, it's right. All right. If you see here is the download. So this is a download Docker file. Let's move forward. So here they have some Airflow command. So this is the command configurations. They provide our images here and provides the environment here. This is the variable. The variable, this one, and Airflow command going to use for another services as a dependence or like some environments. Airflow Docker, Airflow core executor, serial executor. They provide the database link, and then what's the backend, Redux. So Redux is responsible for the as the broker that forward the message from scheduler to the work. All right, and the authorization backend. Airflow also provides the REST API for us. We can through the API to call to check like DAGs and the task status, etc. The one thing here, load example. Here, load example equal to true, which is once we set up the Airflow, you are able to see the examples Apache Airflow provided to us. Health equal to true. All right, here, values. Values here provide us is what? So values are used to persist data generated by and used by Docker containers. They allow the data to be stored outside of the Docker containers file system, which is I store this one. This one is the environment. If you have this one, they're going to make this kernel to the content inside of the container. If you do not have, then go to pick up the current one. So which is the current Docker Compose current directory. I have DAGs in here. I also have the logs in here. Okay. And also I have plugin here. There's no anything. And also configuration. Okay. There's no anything as well. No worries. We're going to you'll be know what is the configuration, what is the plugin in my list video. Here, Airflow command dependence on, right? I think this is the okay, this is a variable here. Later you are able to see where that is. They're going to use for our Lambda servers. The servers here, we have a Postgres. So here, Postgres username and the Postgres password. Okay. And we have the Postgres database as the Airflow. They always check their health. Okay, restore always. This is our Airflow web service. 8080 export 8080 inside and outside the container. Here is dependent. So if you scroll up in here, so this is the dependent Redux and the Postgres, right? And in here, they where it is. I forgot where it is. Yes, the web servers. So web servers will depend on Redux and Postgres. So they add in here. Okay, very simple. Airflow scheduler, same, the dependency stuff depends on this, two services and also the, Airflow init. Same thing here, the workers. Okay, this environment variable, dependent variable triggers. This instance they have Airflow command already. You already see at the very top. They provide this variable for us. Depends on init. So init here is they're going to init our initialization our servers. You already see that later. Let's see anything else. Okay. All right. So there have the this two. Airflow www username and the user password. So this is a username for the administrator account if the necessary. If you can provide this one as a in your environment. If you do not have, you can this one is the default. So Airflow username, Airflow password as the default administrator account. CLI. Later, you'll see what the CLI is going to provide to us. All right, flowers. Okay, so this is the Docker Compose. Let's move to here. I want to show you what is the whole process of this diagram. Okay. As you already see, we have Airflow scheduler, we have web servers, workers, init, flower, and Postgres, and the Redux. All right, let's move forward here. Okay. So we are the user. Once we set up our Airflow in our local, we're able to use localhost 8082 visit in here. The browser going to retrieve the data from our database. For this Docker Compose, we use Postgres. We have the Airflow scheduler here. Scheduler going to send the job to the queue. Okay, so queue is Redux. Like I mentioned before, Redux is a broker that forward a message from scheduler to worker. We have multiple worker in here, but for this example, we only have one worker. Okay, I already download, right? Let's move forward. If you are the first time, if you are the first time to working with or watching this video, make sure you have DAX or logs or plugin. Okay, I already have the DAX and all the folders and my current project directory. So I'm not necessary to do that. Instead of we needed to do this stuff. Okay. So allow an Airflow UI, Airflow UID, and the Airflow GIO. Airflow UID is a user ID in Airflow container. And they, if you do not have, basically, they have a default is the 50,000. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one and paste in here. All right, accurate. So my user ID is 520. The GID is 0. All right. Then we're going to run this up. I still remember Airflow init. So this is defined in the Docker Compose. So like I say, right, so this one going to initialize our source. Let's run it and see what it look like. Docker pooling, Redux, Docker pooling, the Postgres, and the Airflow init. This is going to take some time. I will pass in here. I will be back. The initialize is complete. Let's move forward to run up the service. Something are running, something are created. Also, if you pass here, they also will take some time. Here, all the servers runs up. Let me show you something. Docker PS, which means they're going to list all the Docker containers. Web servers in here, Docker logs. I'm going to check for these containers what log it is. How do you see? Here the health. Get the health response to 200, which is a success. Okay. So if I go back to here, you have to see this one runs my local 8080 airflow. Airflow. All right. So you can see here is all the examples. They're loading. Okay. I search here. First DAG is the one I created. Rough. I have two tasks and empty operator. The code is here. First DAG, my first simple DAG. Go back to my editor here. So you're able to see first DAG. My first DAG example. So they load my DAG file to the Docker container. Okay, next one, I want to show you something more. First, Docker PS. I want to go to the web servers. This is one is web servers. This is their ID. Docker is good. I think IT with the Docker ID ping hash. So I go inside of it, type Airflow. So this is their interface or API. They list all these commands, all the groups. Then let's see, I want to check the DAG. Okay. Airflow DAG, I want to check the help. So help commands, they say we can delete, we can check detail, we can list. This is show. This is see. I want to list all the DAG. All right, so they list all this DAG information for us. Also include the one I have. Right. So this stuff actually stored in their database. How to, then we're going to have this one. I want to use API. This Airflow API auth backend in our Docker Compose. I already provided in here. First, let's see. I provided two. Let's see how it look like. So since we already have the authorization, right? I mean, for me, not necessary to restart since I already have. So I'm going to use this one, see what it look like. Copy and paste. Okay, really quickly, right? So this is, I want to check the pool. What's the pool look like? All right. So guys, this is today's video. So you are able to see where use Docker Compose, which provide us a lot of benefits. They are easily help us to set up all these services. And also inside of the Docker container, we have Airflow CLI. Also, you can install the Airflow.shell file by your own. So this one is not. They provide the CLI for us, and also they provide the REST API for us. So this is easier for us. In further, we're going to control. If you have another system, you want to control what's the status. So this one, Airflow actually they provide a lot of the functionality to us. All right. Thank you for watching. See you.